Pull.
Very good.
Pull. Pull.
So best case you should have those two barrels, they're kind of zeroed.
Today we're out here at the Fairfax Rod and Gun Club testing the Acro S-2. We've got some first-time shooters for shotgun. We've got a few experienced folks and excited to see what results we get.
So my name's Brian. Been shooting rifle and pistols for probably about a decade now. Minimal shotgun, never shot trap or skeet, so I'm very excited and very intrigued to see how this goes today.
My name is Edward Schmidt, and I'm a shotgun shooter. I have a ranking for ATA, experienced trap shooter, experienced skeet shooter. What I hope to gain out of this is, one, to improve my experience and to learn and explore new options.
Pull.
Barrels up. Yep. That's fine.
My name is Aubrey Hummer. I've got recreational experience with rifles and shotguns, mostly stationary shooting, no trap or skeet shooting, but I'm looking forward to learning and having fun today.
All right.
That's it?
And then once you close, that's the safety that
I'll
will
help you with
auto-lock.
that once we're at the close.
My name is David. I'd say most of my experience is definitely with pistol, with some rifle, and I'm really curious to see how this this new red dot helps with shotgun. I have limited shotgun experience, zero trap, and minimal skeet, so should be a fun day.
Pull.
My name is Luis. I have a little bit of shotgun experience, no trap and skeet experience at all, and I'm expecting to have some fun and learn a little bit of trap and skeet and target acquisition with the red dot on the shotgun.
And so I really appreciate you guys being here today. And I'm very excited to have this gentleman to my left.
So my name is Alexander Nordin. I work at the headquarters back in Malmö, Sweden, in the south. I've been with Aimpoint for soon 10 years, and I'm director for commercial sales. Today we have a full day at the range where we will take a number of shooters and try to get them to be better shotgun shooters using our new optic, the Acro S-2. And we will work with this dot on the side to see how the shooters can improve throughout the day. We have a mix of skills throughout the shooters. I know one is skilled, has shot a lot of shotgun, and the rest of them has little to no history of shooting a shotgun. So it will be very interesting to see how they evolve throughout the day in their skills of shotgun shooting.
Yes, sir.
You can take the first one on the left. You can stay either up or at like a lower position. With the line from your eye, the muscle, and the clay.
Understood.
Here we go. Whoop! Up and point that.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Pull.
Good. This is solid hit. We're good.
Yeah, I definitely felt better as I went. Just getting used to it a little bit, but feel good. It'll be interesting to see different position now that I know where it was, but we're gonna find out.
Pull. Pull. Pull.
You feel that you can nice and slow, but I couldn't really see the...
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
Okay. I'll try to be straight behind you next time.
I'm having a hard time putting my eye down the rail and seeing the clay and shooting it. I hit the last one, so it's coming together, but it's just like getting my eye lined up in the right place, it's hard.
Pull. Good.
definitely been surprising. I didn't expect to hit that many off the start.
Pull.
So as you can see, there's very minimal amount of movement. You stand, you see it, you go after it, you shoot. Basically one movement, and then you follow through.
Thank you. Alexander's a great instructor, so he gave us little bits of instruction as we went. And once you saw the positions and you kind of figured out the game, it got a little easier. And he gives you little nuggets to chew on in between rounds. So picking up the clay should be a lot easier with the red dot. Not losing it in the background and the forestry and the grass. So I'm interested to see how that helps.
I'm working on honing my skills. I'll do better this round.
The Skeet's a lot harder than the trap. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hit any, so I can't say what I should do. But I'm trying to listen, follow along, and I'm getting closer. So I have a feeling I'm going to be hitting some here soon.
So on this course where we started off this morning, we had fairly easy targets. We decided to go over to the Skeet course where, as you know, the targets are much quicker and they have another direction. So everything in the first course were just moving away. Now we had cross birds as well. So of course the results were not as good because it is much harder, but they're still picking up the skills. They listen to the instructions and I think they all do very well. So now in a little bit we will start mounting the acro sights, make sure they're mounted properly. We'll zero them. And we also show all the guests what parallax free is, so they really understand the difference from how important it is to get the proper cheek wall to when you have the aim point on top. You still have to see the red dot obviously, but you don't have to position your cheek at the same spot every time, because where the red dot is, that's your point of impact.
Having something to help you learn how the muzzle speed, where you need to intersect the clay and pull through, that's where the red dot can help. So, so don't like, oh man. No, that's where you take the next step and having that assistance. So, all right.
I need a lot of help.
Just have a look, you will hear yourself.
So we need to look at the thickness of the rib. So you see, we're going to measure that component, and then we're going to look at virtually all standard ribs actually fit this. In doing so, you'll actually see that the housing has actually been milled out to be as low as possible for that component. And then we're going to look at the width.
AO1.
So let's see here.
Yeah. Match one time.
So best case you should have those two barrels, they're kind of zeroed at the certain way. Sorry. So have a look. But you see a lot of, you see everything basically around the site.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
I think the red dot's really gonna help me kind of narrow in what I'm trying to focus on. Before it's like, even with one eye closed, I still felt like I was looking at the whole field instead of just the clay. So hopefully this will really help me narrow in on just the clay.
I have high hopes. I think, once I got kind of used to the site and being able to see where I was compared to the clay, I think I have a good shot at breaking some this time. So that's the goal.
Well, for one, you don't have a giant knob on the side of the, as you do on the S1. On the S2, it's just a much cleaner look. just overall, just much cleaner, and I think I'll be able to acquire with this a lot easier than with this one.
So now we've had a small mounting session and a searing session with the Acro S-2. So we've had all the guests mount their own sight, sear their own sight, and understand the product. We also went through the parallax or the lack of parallax. So once again, wherever you have the dot, that's your point of impact. So of course, we want them to mount the shotgun as properly as possible, but it's not as important. So now we'll start off with the trap, and hopefully we see some nice results.
You don't want it to be like an overpowering red dot. You want to make sure that you just see it there.
Ho. Ho.
Yep.
Ho. Ho. Ho.
Very good.
I definitely think it's a lot easier to see your misses and why you missed, and the positioning of your shot, and you just kind of glance over the clay and paint it, the red dots. It's just more intuitive. I think it's a lot easier. It's a little more fun too, because you can self-diagnose a lot easier too.
Ho.
The last section was a lot of fun. When you can nail down the path of the bird, the red dot housing makes it really easy to get that shot in the right spot. You frame it up, blast it. Compared to the open sights, it's so much more in control as far as how you feel your position against the bird.
Ho. 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 Ho.
It is incredibly easy. I mean, even when I thought I missed earlier, I mean, you could see exactly where you were. I'm gonna have to get one.
I like it. It's definitely lets you know when you miss, how you miss. So it's pretty good for self-diagnosing, like what I'm doing wrong. Being able to know where I was when I pulled the trigger versus kind of guessing, definitely helps know what I need to do better.
It's a lot different in the
more
aspect
locked into
that
position.
the red dot draws a lot of your attention, so you have to put that away. But it's very easy to figure out where you miss, because you have a definite where your shot is and where the clay is, because you can see them both at the same time. With iron sights, you don't get that.
Training.
The downside.
The skeet and trap is really the core of shotgun shooting, of course. That's
We appreciate your open mind today and experiencing this. We very much appreciate you being coachable and listening and wanting to improve, because that makes everything better. And you can see in the scores, holy fart, there was some significant improvement as we went through the day. So thank you guys for giving your day to do this.
what I've heard from you, it's like having a small instructor in the sight. And you can, now you're at low level of shooting, but you can really take the pieces of it and teach yourself over time. You get a muscle memory. Okay, I had this much lead at this distance at this speed, and then you can kind of evolve from that. So really, really fun day, and nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure's mine. My thoughts overall is I really enjoyed the site. I think it's a great attribute to any shotgun shooter at any level. It's instant feedback. I think it'd be very beneficial in a couple different levels, you know, especially for Skeet. It seemed to work really well for me. The downside for trap was I found that I was having a hard time picking up the clay because of the sight itself, you know. It took me a little while to catch on to it. Obviously, there's a learning curve. There's different habits to break, but, you know, a little bit of practice and I think it'd be second nature. It's also an easier sight to see. It'd be a phenomenal sight for, like, we do a lot of shooting in the evenings, you know, out here, and I think it'd be a phenomenal sight for that. Low level stuff like that, it's easy to see. I actually think this would be a phenomenal hunting sight, and when you're first shouldering your gun, you know, there's no doubt about where you're aiming. For hunting, it's quick reaction, and this, you know, really promotes, you know, easy to see and quick reaction, you know, and quick correctiveness as well. So
When it came to open sights, when you were off, it was hard to tell by how much, at least for me, since I haven't done a ton of shooting. Came down to it though, with this dot, I would definitely say it made things significantly easier, and I could figure out where I missed and why. This fills a purpose, and it does it extremely, extremely well, at least in my experience.
Yeah, so it was a great day, great instruction. Like I said earlier, like, I don't shoot a lot of shotguns, so it was nice to get some trigger time on a shotgun. And I'd say the difference between the open sights and having the red dot absolutely was the feedback. Like, I'm not a shotgunner, so I knew as soon as I, you know, took the shot, if I was high, if I was low, and I was able to make kind of corrections, and I definitely got better throughout the day because of that. I'd say the biggest challenge for me was, you know, usually if I'm shooting a red dot, it's on a rifle, so it's an aiming. And once I got kind of the hang of the pointing, you know, that you do with a shotgun, things drastically improved. Towards the end, I was just breaking clay left and right, so it was good. I enjoyed it.
I had a great time today. This is my first time doing trap and skeet, and I didn't think it was fun before, but I stand corrected. I had a blast, and I learned a lot. I think shooting with a red dot was easier to do some self-diagnosing and being able to find your shot pattern, because you knew where the dot was when you took the shot, so you could see immediately if you were too far behind or in front of the clay or under the clay. Iron sights was much harder to self-diagnose, especially as a new trap and skeet shooter. So I was able to kind of fix errors pretty quickly with the red dot. You're able to just paint the clay with the red dot. And once you just paint it, you just shoot, and it just more instinctual. Just take the shot. I don't know how else to explain it. It was just you just find the clay, paint it red, and shoot. It was just easier to do.
Overall, today was a lot of fun. Comparing the open sights to the red dot really just kind of opened my eyes, number one, to my lack of experience in shooting skeet and trap, but number two, the possibility that some type of technology can kind of help improve my shooting right away. Shooting the open sights was tough because I just couldn't really figure out whether I was ahead of the target or behind the target. I felt like the bead was just getting lost in the shot. And then switching to the red dot, I was getting immediate feedback of where I was in relation to the clay. And that helped me really get closer and closer to the shots, or at least mentally kind of correct what I was doing right after the shot. I'm just really grateful that I got to get out here and experience this, and I'm very thankful that Aimpoint opened this up for us, and I can't wait to see how the product does in the future. Can't wait to get my hands on one for sure.